folks, listen, this is a live stream, and before I start, I just want you guys to know that I'm not feeling well, and I don't know what's going on, but I've got like I feel like my blood pressure is super high, and I'm like got a serious headache, so pray for me, and pray for everyone in the chat, and pray for your families, and pray for your loved ones, pray for everybody's loved ones that, that's on this channel especially. Anyway, and to the trolls, may you burn in hell if you don't repent. Anyway, so let's just move on. So look, yeah. So what we're going to talk about in this video, I don't really have any new information. I'm just going to show you, just information that I've shown before. We can go through it. And for the people who don't know, I have two predictions that I've been predicting, but the same predictions never changed. The dates have been the same, and the same players, same place, throughout the last 5 years. And next year is going to be the 6th year that I talk about this, or the 5th year. I don't know, one of them. But so my two predictions is on June 11th, there's going to be some kind of incredible event, okay? And on June 11th in Seattle, all right? Or the King County is going to be the target. Seattle's in King County, but in Washington State. And somehow it connects to Elvis, okay? After this event. I'm not sure exactly how, but somehow. I've shown how it's a possibility, but I'm not going to get into that now. And then the other prediction is that on August 4th, Trump gets his head wound, and he survives his deadly wound. All right? So I don't know how he survives or what they're going to say. Is it going to be a coma, and he comes out of his coma like 3-4 days later on 8/8? First he gets his head wound on 8/4, which happens to be Obama's birthday. That's why Obama was chosen, because of his birthday, and the fact that his full name equals 666, which is, I was the first one to discover that years ago. Like I said, 5-6 years ago. Anyway, so those are my two predictions, okay? Now, in this one, we're just going to be really talking about the Trump head wound. Now, assassinations all connect, to Trump. And I've shown all the connections already with Trump's head wound. And I'm not going to sit here and go through every connection again. But I just wanted to connect a particular thing. And I just want you to use your common sense. Like, how is it possible that that everything connects like this? Darn it, I don't have any extra pieces of paper. What the heck? Give me a second, folks. I'll just write it on this. So you know that that my two predictions are 6/11 and 8/4, right? And it just so happens that, hold on. That okay, pay attention, okay? JFK, he was born, JFK, the guy who got the head wound, okay? He was born on 5/29, okay? JFK was born 5/29. 5/29's backwards date is 8/4, because 5/29 is the 149th day of the year, which leaves 216 days in the year. The 216th day of the year is August 4th, so that's how you get the backwards dates. Whatever days remaining is the days, okay? So because 8/4 is the 216th day of the year, it leaves 149. 5/29 is the 149th day of the year, okay? Now, 6/11's backwards date is 7/22. Because 6/11 is the 162nd day of the year, leaves 203 days. The 203rd day of the year is 7/22. Now, so So I just connected the backwards dates to these dates right here. Now, how does 611 connect to 529? 611 on the old Julian calendar, which we used to be on before the calendar we're on now, the Gregorian, 611 was 529. 611 is 529 on the old Julian calendar. And 84 was 722. You know what I mean? Because it was like a 13-day difference. That's why it's like that. 611 is 529, 84 is 722. So this whole thing is like a big circle, my two predictions. It just comes together. And what is the chance that August 4th is the backwards birthday of JFK? I mean, yeah, the backwards date of JFK's birthday. You know, the guy who got the head wound. You get what I'm saying? And and it just so happens that, let me see if I can, bear with me folks, like I said, I'm not feeling well. Alright, look over here on this side, because I told you the backwards date of 529, JFK's birthday, is 8/4. 8/4 is the day Trump gets his head wound, right? And in between 529 and 8/4 is 67 or 68 days. Right here, see that? And it's the only backwards date that can do that. Like any backwards date of another date, the numbers only come up one time. So it's either going to be always either less or more if the dates change to another backwards date of another date. So 67, 68 can only hit these two dates for a particular, you know, when you're using a backwards date system. And Elvis equals 67, 68. 67 forward, 68 backwards. So again, I ask you, what is the chance of that, right? Now, JFK's birthday is 529, right? If you do the January month chart that I created, because January is the first month, and if you went 12 months forward, then you come back around, it would be the 13th month. So January would be the first month, and the 13th month, and the 25th month, and the 37th month, 49th month, and so on. And the 45th number down is 529. And Trump is the 45th president. You see what I'm saying? 529 is JFK's birthday, the 45th number down. I'm just saying, another pure coincidence, I guess, you know. And is it a coincidence that... All right, before I show you that, I just want to make sure that people are in the chat. Let me just see if anybody has anything to say real quick. Yeah, there's only 13 people in the chat, so you know, I took some blood pressure medication. Someone's asking me, did I take any medication? Yeah, like I said, I'm not feeling well. I don't know what's going on. We'll see what happens. But don't worry about that right now. Just stick with the information that I'm trying to. So what? Before I move on, it was interesting that Trump, because you know he got kicked off of Twitter. And when did he get kicked off of Twitter? The date, you know. What was the date that Donald Trump got banned from Twitter? Trump banned on January 8th from Twitter. Listen, it says it right there, but on January 8th, you can't see it, but that's the day. You know why January 8th is so important? When was Elvis born?
Elvis Presley was born on January 8th, 1935.
So Elvis was born on January 8th. Trump gets banned on January 8th, Elvis's birthday, right? And then he finally made a tweet out of all these, 2.5 years, whatever the hell it was. He finally tweeted something. I can't remember what it was. I'm sure it was something important, but I forget. When I say something important, I'm saying some connection. Look, folks, I'm doing this on the spur of the moment here. That's why the writing is so messy. Because, usually I write it really nice like this, when you see something like that, But I'm not... oh, yeah, his mug shot. his headshot was the tweet, huh? Was that the tweet, really? That was the tweet, his mugshot? Did he say something? I can't remember. Anyway, so so that's why I'm just doing this on the spur of the moment, because I would have usually, did it nicely. But this is not an important video because I've already shown all this information before. But anyway, so let's just keep going. So again, I'm just asking you to take into consideration all these connections I'm showing you, okay? So JFK, he's born in the 6th state, okay? JFK's born in the 6th state, Trump's born in the 11th state, Massachusetts and New York. 6/11. And that's the day I'm telling you Seattle's going to be struck. Okay? And the reason I was showing you that January chart, because, Elvis is born in January, and that's why I was showing you that the 45th number down in January is 529, and JFK is born 529, and 6/11, and 6/11 is 529, remember, on the Julian calendar. Anyway, so JFK is born in the 6th month, in the 6th state, and Trump's born in the 11th state, okay? And JFK died in the 28th state, and Trump's going to get his head wound in the 17th state, which is Ohio. Look at this. Look at that. 45 is Trump, the 45th president, and Ohio's the 17th state. You see? I told you he's going to get his head wound in the 17th state. If you add these up, Trump's the 45th president, 17th state. You see how ridiculous these connections are. And the 15th prime number equals 47, and Trump's going to be the 47th president. 15 plus 47 equals 62. It's the same numbers. That's why 1547, see? 1547. The 15 is the crown. The 15th letter of the alphabet is the crown. 15, because the letter O is a crown, see? Yeah. And the Space Needle, I think it's 62 years old next year. I'm not sure now. My brain's not working. Yeah, 62 years old. But I'm just asking, what is the chance that JFK shot in the 28th state, Texas, Trump's going to get his head wound in Ohio, the 17th state, 45, you see? And Trump's the 45th president, you know what I mean? And interestingly enough, Trump was the 44th person to become president and 45th actual president. So I don't know what the hell I wrote here. See, I told you all this is chicken scratch right now because I usually do it nicer. So I guess I was showing that Florida is where he lives now and Ohio would be the 17th state. So you have 44. 44 is the kill number. And because kill equals 44. New York is where he's born, which is 11, makes 55. Then you add JFK, his birth and his death place would make 34. It equals 89. Because Elvis turns 89 next year. And the 8-9 connects to Ohio too. I'll explain that later. But I was just adding up all these numbers to get the 89. And here's another weird thing. So JFK got his head wound in Texas, right? And Trump's going to get it in Ohio. Look at that. 11644 is the 6/11 and the 44 kill number. Or you can say 6 plus 11 is 17. 17 and then 44. The word kill equals 4417. 6 plus 11 is, you know what I mean? And where is it? And it's like this, because you can look at the way, because Ohio's a 17th state, right? Where Trump's gonna get his head wound, and that Q anon. If you take the Q out, which is 17, and then make the anon equals 4417, kill equals 4417, anti equals 4417, and 6/11/2024 equals 4417. So I'm just saying, there's that's why I was showing this Texas. Because 11 plus 6 is 17, and then you got the 44, and you got the 6/11 connection. I'm just throwing stuff out there, folks, It's not that it's, not all of it's going to be incredible information, just like I was showing this a minute ago, the 4445, because Trump lives in Florida and he's going to get his head wound in Ohio, and JFK was killed in Texas, and Trump's going to get this deadly head wound in Ohio, but he's going to survive because Trump is the 4445 president. I spelled person wrong, Liz. Preston. 44th person to become president, 45th actual president to take office, okay? And, hold on, before I move on, hold on. I don't know. Someone's asking me about the Elvis Marilyn Monroe connection. I don't know, but I know that Marilyn Monroe is connected to JFK, and I told you Meghan Markle is like the Marilyn Monroe character, because I told you Marilyn Monroe, she was born on 6/1. Okay, pay attention. This is going to be confusing. Marilyn Monroe was connected to JFK, who got the head wound. Marilyn Monroe was born on 6/1. 6/14 on the Julian calendar, which is the calendar we were on before, is 6/1 on the Julian calendar. 6/14 would have been 6/1. So Trump's birthday, 6/14, is 6/1 on the Julian calendar. So there's a connection between Marilyn Monroe and Trump, right? And Marilyn Monroe was connected to JFK. JFK is the one who got the head wound. Now, 6/1 is when she was born. I just told you it connected to 6/14, Trump's birthday. 6/14 is 6/1 on the Julian calendar. 6/1 is when she was born. When did she die? 8/4. She died on August 4th. Now, and her name is Marilyn Monroe, and Meghan Markle has the same initials, MM. Meghan Markle's born on 8/4. You see what I'm saying? You see how it does that? You see what I'm saying? What's going on there? There's something fishy with that. And that's why Meghan Markle's so outspoken. She's something's going on, Just like that Princess Diana. And yeah, I have something to say about that, but I'm not going to tell anybody right now about it. There's something in the DI. Anyway, so let's move on. Let's keep going, folks. Someone's saying that Elvis and Marilyn had a baby. I don't know about that, but it could anything could be possible. Oh man, my head is hurting, man. Hold on, folks. Yeah, I know. Trump said the calm before the storm. That's right. A long time ago. Anyway, look. Pay attention. Trump was elected in 2016. Again, I told you August 4th is the 216th day of the year. Trump became president in 2017. Forget that right now, right? Just pay attention to this. Even 2016 hours equals 84 days. Look at that. It's the 216 connection again. And look, Trump's birthday, 6/14, equals 84. 6 times 14 is 84. And 2016 is when he was elected, right? 2016 hours is 84 days. There's another connection to that. I'll get to the 2016 in a moment. Look at this. 408 hours is the 8/4 backwards. That's 17 days. Trump gets his head wound on 8/4, which is, and Ohio's the 17th state. Listen, folks. You know why why 4/8 can be said like that? Because in the UK, they say the day first and then the month. So 8/4 is like this in the UK. Do you get it? It would be 4/8 in the UK. And by the way, Ohio was supposed to be the 48th state because they didn't make it official for many years. So it was actually the 17th state, but there's a discrepancy. They were saying that it should have been the 48th state. You see that? 17 and 48. And Ohio's the 17th state, Again, a big coincidence, right? And you know Elvis, he was born on 1/8, and there was two of them born that day. Look at that. 1,080 hours is 45 days, and I just showed you 408 hours is 17 days. Interesting numbers there, because I told you Trump's the 45th president. He's going to get his head win in Ohio. I'm just taking a break because I told you folks I can't even concentrate. Yeah, I don't even have water. I left the water over there. Oh, I still have a little bit of ice left. Anyway, look, folks, I'm just saying, this video is nothing compared to all the information I've shown on this. This is nothing compared to what I've shown. Okay? Someone said, why does Trump like McDonald's? Because it's got the Donald in it. What else would he like it for? And plus, it sounds like a Scottish, I mean, not a Scottish name, is it? Scottish. McDonald. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Okay. So where was I? Hold on, folks. Let me, okay, where am I? If I miss your questions, you're gonna have to ask it again, because I'm not gonna. I'm trying to, pay attention to this. So remember, JFK, the guy who got the head wound, he's born on 5/29. 5/29's backwards date is August 4th. Okay? So Trump's born on 6/14. Now, what is the chance that 6/14, between 5/29 and 6/14 is 17 days if you add the day? It's 16 if you don't add the day. And 16 plus 17 equals 33. And I told you how important that number is. But look, 5/29, between 5/29, JFK's birthday, and 6/14. JFK's the one who got the head wound. It's 17 days. You see that? Again with the 17. And I told you Ohio's a 17 state. Q equals 17. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying, what is the chances? And you know that Seattle's in Washington State. Washington is the first president and all that stuff. The December month chart I created, December's the first month and December's the 12th month. Then the next time it comes around, it would be the 24th month, the 36th month, the 48th month, the 60th month, the 72nd, and then the 84th. So the 1 to the 7, 17 is 84. You see? 84, Ohio. 1784. Do you see that? Are you getting what I'm showing? 1784. And you know the 12th prime number is 37, which is the EL number. Are you getting that? Okay, before I move on, is there anyone who didn't get what I just showed? Because it's important that you know what I'm showing there. Did anyone not get what I just showed there? Yeah, the Donnie Darko. I told you Elvis is the light O. He comes as an angel of light, Elvis. Elvis is the light O, and Donnie is the dark O. Okay? That's why Elvis had 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Elvis had 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. His original star got moved and it became a black star. That's why he had a song called Black Star that turned into Flaming Star. That's why David Bowie, who was born on Elvis' birthday, has a Black Star song. And the whole thing connects to each other, all this. Okay? And look, I'm not going to get into the whole David Bowie thing. Yeah, I'm glad you see it. You understand. Yeah. Yeah, Elvis is the only person to have a black star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The dark star. Do you understand? The Death Star. You know? Anyway. So, remember, I was just showing you all the 17 connections, right? I mean, you know, just the fact that between Trump's birthday and JFK, the guy who got the head wound, his birthday is 17 days, you know, and plus all the other 17 stuff I was showing. Now, pay attention. So, just like JFK's birthday is connected to all this, so would MLK's birthday be connected. And I've shown how MLK's birth is connected to Trump, but I'm not going to show it here because, I mean, I'm going to show one piece of the puzzle. But from Trump's birthday to MLK, death date is very important, but I can't, it's connecting to something else. That's why I'm not showing it here. But his birthday connects to Trump and connects to Trump to JFK's death. Okay, so watch. How, remember, we're talking about the 17, okay? Now watch this. Look, this is all stuff I've shown already. It's nothing new. From MLK's birthday, MLK was born on 1/15/1929. From 1/15/1929 to 6/14/1946 is 17 years, 5 months exactly. From Trump's birthday to JFK's death is 17 years, 5 months, and 8 or 9 days. So it's 17 years, 5 months, 17 years, 5 months. You see that? From MLK birth, and what happened to MLK? He was assassinated. To Trump to JFK. And of course, how many years was it from JFK to Ronald Reagan, who got shot but he survived? It was 17 years. And what happened that day? Who got shot in the head? Ronald Reagan. By the way, Ronald Reagan's initials, same initials. I always tell you the same initials as a code. And RR is 1818, 1818. Elvis had a twin, was born 1818, right? And 1818 equals 216. Get it? 216 is August 4th, 216th day of the year. 1818 equals 216. And if you do it backwards, 8181 is 16/2, which is June 11th, 162nd day of the year. Anyway, so everything's about the 17. From MLK to Trump's birthday, 17 years. From Trump's birthday to JFK's death is 17 years. From JFK's death to Ronald Reagan's shooting was 17 years, right? Now, and Ronald Reagan, who got shot in the head during the Reagan shooting? A guy named James Brady. James Brady was shot in the head. And when did James Brady die? He didn't die that day. He survived for 33 years, folks. Again, the 33. He dies 33 years later, and look what the date he died. The guy who got the head wound. When did James Brady die?
James Brady died on August 4th, 2014.
You see? At the age of 73 also. 73 is the EL number. I'm just asking, what is the chance of that? You know? The guy who got the head wound during the Reagan assassination attempt, and Ronald sounds like Donald, right? And this guy gets shot in the head, this James Brady, during that shooting. And remember, from JFK to Reagan's shooting was 17 years, right? And JFK was born on 5/29. Who was the shooter of Ronald Reagan?
John Hinckley Jr.
When was John Hinckley Jr. born?
John Hinckley Jr. was born on May 29th, 1955.
When was JFK born?
John F. Kennedy was born on May 29th, 1917.
And JFK's born in the 17th year, besides being born on 5/29. You see? You see what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. Come on, man. And I told you he was born in the 17th year and he got shot in the 28th state. 17 plus 28 is 45. Trump's the 45th president. And Ohio's the 17th state, and he got shot in the 28th state. You know what I'm saying? Equals 45. You see what I'm saying? Someone's telling me to Google JFK's gravesite. JFK gravesite. How is it let me see. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, what a trip. What in the hell? Look at that. Look at that, folks. It looks like a letter Q. That's his, I guess he's, and there's the Q right here, see it? What in the hell? It even says it. Look, it says it's shaped like a Q. That is crazy. That is wild. I didn't even know that. See? And I just showed you that John Hinckley Jr., the guy who shot Reagan, was born on JFK's birthday. You see? Yeah, someone's saying it's old news. Yeah, I didn't even know that. You see that? I learned something new today. See, sometimes old stories, you know, but you see what I'm saying, right? People are like thinking JFK is going to return. No, JFK is not going to return. It's Trump. It's everything you're seeing is a ritual for Elvis, okay? Because Trump is the image of the beast. Elvis is the beast. He is the Antichrist. And Trump is the image of the Antichrist, okay? Because, like I said, they're like God. God came in the flesh. Jesus is God in the flesh. And that's why Elvis is the unseen Antichrist, just like the Father God. And Trump is going to be, even though Trump is playing he's like the Godfather, right? The Don, right? That's what they call the Godfather. But really, I'm not exactly sure how that all comes together, but what I'm saying is that Elvis is the real Antichrist. Trump is the image of the beast. All right. And yes, Elvis was into numerology, something I learned while I was doing all this research on him. All right. Anyway, and remember we were talking about the 17 years, 5 months in between MLK birth and Trump's birth, and from Trump's birth to JFK's death is 17 years, 5 months. You know, we were talking about the 17-5, 5-17, right? 17-5, 5-17. Same numbers, right? It's the 5 months, 17 years, 17 years, 5 months, whatever, right? Is it a coincidence that the 84th prime number, folks, the 84th prime number is 433, and if you add the 84 to the 433, you get 517. Look at that. 17-5, 5-17. You see that? You see what I'm saying? You see again. I'm just asking, what is the chance of that? Are you guys following me on that? Oh man, hold on, folks. Are you guys following me on that? Hey, listen, yeah, AP, come on, calm down with the questions, man. Yeah, I know I don't know whether you're doing it on purpose or not, but you can't ask 1,000 questions, man. Come on. I can't, answer every question. So come on, don't do that. Unless you want me to just skip your questions. Hold on one second. All right, so remember we were talking about 517, right? 17, it was like 17 years, 5 months in between all that stuff, and then the 84th prime is, because the 84 is the day Trump gets his head wound, the 84th prime is 433, and if you add the 433 to 84, you get 517, right? Now look at this. Pay attention. Pay attention, class. Pay attention. May is the 5th month, right? This is my chart that I created. May is the 5th month. So May would be the first time May comes around, it's the 5, right? The 5th month. The next time it would be 17. Is it just a coincidence that May is the 5th and the 17th month? Okay, watch. Keep watching. So you already have 517 right there in the connection, right? And, oh, and by the way, you remember I told you that, where is it? That I told you the 45th number down is 529 in January, and the 44th number down is 517. And I told you Trump is the 44-45 president. You see what I'm saying? 517, 529. The 44th number down in January is 517, 45th. You see? Again, incredible. But let's go back to this. So remember, I just showed you the 517 here. Now watch what happens if we went, because May is the 5th number, right? I mean the 5th month. Let's go 17 numbers down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 8th number down. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So the 17th number down in the 5th month, 517, right, is 197. 197, folks. What is the 45th prime number?
According to Prime Numbers Wiki, fandom, 197 has two factors, 1 and 100.
So you see that? The 45th prime number is 197. You see that? And it's the 5th month, 17th number down. You see that? Now you tell me, how many coincidences do you have to see? Like, I mean, you can't even imagine how incredible that is, right? Oh, man. I told you folks, I'm not feeling well, man. I have like a major headache, and I have like, what do they call that when you're, I'm like damp, you know? I don't know what's wrong with me, man. I'm not feeling well. Where was I? Oh, anyway, the 84th prime number is 433 plus the 84. You add the 84 to the 430, you get 517. Just like I was telling you, the 84th, right? That's when Trump gets his head wound, right? And anyway, so anyway, let me just show you why the 433 is so important. Besides it being the 84th prime number, watch this. So George Washington, he has 2 birthdays, right? George Washington has 2 birthdays. He was born on 2/11, which is the 42nd day of the year. And Washington is the 42nd state, and Elvis died at the age of 42. But forget about that right now. He was born on 2/11, but they changed it to 2/22 when we got on the Gregorian calendar. This was the old Julian calendar. And so if you add the 2/11 and the 2/22, his new birthday, look what it equals, 433. You see what I'm saying? Again, because, Washington was the first president, right? 84th prime number is 433. You see what I'm saying? You see how crazy that is? 433. Now, remember, Trump's going to get his head. Okay, but before I show that, remember, 84th prime is 433. If Trump's going to get his head on 8/4, August 4th. August 4th is the 216th day of the year. And on leap year, it's the 217th day. It equals 433. See? You see what I'm saying? Like I said, if you believe in coincidences like this, you're crazy. Just like Trump got elected in 2016, which is you take out the 0. Because 0 can be a crown or it can be nothing. So 216, 217, that's August 4th. 433 again. You see what I'm saying? August 4th. You see how it all connects? I mean, if you think these are coincidences, you're just nuts. Nuts, I tell you. You're just nuts. And by the way, 517 just happens to be Elvis's death date backwards. Elvis's backwards death date is 517. Because remember, I was just showing you all the 17.5, 517 connections. See what I'm saying? Because Elvis died on August 16th. You know what I'm saying? So that's another strange coincidence. And you know, the Twin Towers, there was a topping off ceremony that happened when the Twin Tower, I think the last beam, when it was put on, it was called the topping off ceremony. It happened on 12/23, 1970. And I told you the 197, the 45th prime number is 197. So you have 45 with a crown. You see that? And Elvis's backwards birthday is 12/23. So the backwards birthday of the Twin Tower, the first Twin Tower, the North Tower, was on 12/23. The 45th prime is 197. You got a crown. 1/8, Elvis's birthday, backwards birthday is 12/23. Okay? And look at this. From that date to the day 9/11 happened, it's 11/22 with a crown. JFK was killed on 11/22. You see that? 11/22 with a crown. You see what I'm saying? And look at this. Look at this. 17 and 2 O's. 17, 2 O's. Why is that important? 17 with 2 O's. Oops. What is the 17 with 2 O's? Look, it's Ohio. H is the 8th letter, I is the 9th letter. 8 plus 9 is 17. And the 2 O's. You see? You see what I'm saying? What you get what I'm saying? In the years, 70 was the year, and 01 was the year. You see? But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that you know, it's too many coincidences there, folks. And you know, you know how sometimes when you say the date, you can say it without the you know, like, you know, when you say, like, let's say someone's born on January 8th, 1935, because Elvis was born January 8th, 1935. You know how sometimes you say 1/8/35. Like when you write it, you write 1/8/35. When you write 1/8/35, Elvis's prime numbers for 1/8/35, 1 plus 8 plus 35 equals 44. And then the prime numbers add up to 170. Look, you have that 4417, the kill number. 40, because kill equals 4417, and you have a crown. See? 44 plus 170. You see that? And what is 44 plus 170? Look. What's 44 plus 170? 214. February 14th, Valentine's Day, is the 45th day of the year. You see what I'm saying? Again, an incredible coincidence. Anyway, anyway, folks, this is gonna be the last thing I show. Well, I'll show, and you know, from the first of the year to Trump's birthday. Pay attention, okay, because the devil's in the details. From the first of the year to Elvis's birthday. Oh, man. You know what, folks? Let me, I think I need to go take some Motrins. I mean, what is that called? Ibuprofen. Because I can't even take Tylenol. It makes me sick. But see, I have a headache, but it's not from, you know, I think it's my blood pressure is super high, but I already took 2 pills. and it didn't help because I think there's something else wrong. But anyway, because I told you I'm getting dampness too, so I don't know what's going on. And no, I don't have a cold. I don't have a cold. Someone's saying I got the sickness. No. Anyway, because I told you Trump is the 44th person to become president, the 45th actual president. 44th person to become president, 45th actual president. Okay? And that discrepancy happened because of Grover Cleveland, who was the 22nd and 24th president. See? And if you've been watching my videos, you know how important the 22-24 year is, with this puzzle, because that's when it's going to happen, because Elvis turned 45 years dead in the year 2022, and 2024, from his death date, August 16, 2022, when he was 45 years dead, 45 years he's been dead, on August 16, 2022 to June 11, 2024 is 666 days. So that's why it's so important from the 45th year mark, okay? Anyway, so from Trump is the 44th person, 45th president, okay? And before why is there a discrepancy? Because of that President Grover Cleveland who won the 22nd and the 24th. And so they didn't count him twice because he's the same person. So that's why there was a discrepancy in the presidency, okay? And Cleveland is the 216 area code in Ohio. You see what I'm saying? So again, it connects to the 216, which is August 4th, the 216th day of the year. And Cleveland is the 216 area code in Ohio. And the guy's name was Grover Cleveland. The discrepancy. You see what I'm saying? And so Trump is the 44th person and 45th president, right? 44, 45. And of course, Obama, the 44th president, is born on 8/4. You see? Because that's the whole point of this, Anyway, so I always tell you guys, the devil's in the details. From the first of the year to Trump's birthday, 6/14, on a regular year, not a leap year, it's 44.93%, because that's 164 days from the first of the year, 6/14, not counting the day, but up to that day, not counting the day, is 164 days. It'll be 44.93%. So you have the 44. I told you Trump's the 44th president, 44th person to become president. And then the actual, if you add the day from the first of the year to 6/14, is 165 days. And that would be 45.21%. So he's the 44-45 president, you see? And of course you have the 45-36 on a leap year, if you count the day, But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is he's the 44-45 president. Again, I asked you, what is the chance of that, And by the way, in between, from the first of the year, pay attention, because June 11th is when Seattle gets struck, right? And Trump's head wound's on August 4th, but Seattle gets struck on June 11th. From the first of the year, if you went forward 4,545 days, because we're talking about like the 45, right? Or if you don't add the day, it would be 45-44. But let me just tell you what you get. Look. Hold on, folks. My brain's not working. Hold on. Look, forget about the year that I put in here. It's not about the year. It's about the amount of days in between just a particular date. So if you went from the first of the year forward 4,545 days, if you add the day, it's 4,545 days. If you don't add the day, it would be 45-44. So it lands on June 11th from the first of the year, 4545. Or 4544 if you don't add the day. Okay, and the reason I'm showing you that, because you know that JFK, he's the one who got the head wound, right? And if you went from oops, sorry about that. What the? If you went from Trump's birthday, 6/14, forward to 11/22, not forget the year. I'm just showing you the amount of days in between. June 14th to JFK's death date, but not the year, is 4,545 days. See, again, 4544 or 4545. If you don't add the day, it'd be 44. You see what I'm saying? I was just trying to show you that even between even between Trump's birthday and to JFK's death date, you know, it's 45, 44 days. You know, it lands on that, you know. But not the actual day it happened. I mean, not the actual year it happened, no. I was just showing you stuff. And here's the last thing, and last but not least, okay? That there's so much more important stuff connecting to this, why it has to happen on leap year. This is just one little tidbit of why it has to happen on leap year, but this has nothing to do with the two predictions. I mean, but look, man, I don't know how to explain it. Let me just show it, okay? So, hold on. Before I do that, what did I do with that? So you remember I showed you that Ohio is the two O's with the word high in it. You know, like saying that, you know, like the Most High God, you get it? Even though it's not H-I-G-H, but you get what I'm saying. And Hawaii, you get it? That the fire, it happened on 88, 89. Elvis is 88, and he turns 89 next year. 2 crowns, H-I, 8-9. 8 plus 9 is 17. Anyway, and Trump's going to get his head wound in the 17th state. Anyway, Ohio is O-O with the 8-9, right? H-I, 8-9, O-O. And you know the O is the 15th letter of the alphabet. So you have 15 and 15 and the 8-9, right? Now look at this. On a leap year, from Elvis's birthday to Trump's birthday on a leap year. Okay, pay attention. Why is it not focusing? What the hell's going on? What in the hell is going on? What happened? Why is it not focusing? Oh, that's weird. It's not focusing on it. I can't get it to focus, folks. Anyway, from Elvis's birthday to Trump's birthday on a leap year, I'm about to break this phone. I'm serious. I don't understand it. Why is it not working? You piece of trash. Okay, oh my God, I'm gonna break this phone. I'm serious. I'm like losing. I have no patience, folks, right now. This headache is, I'm losing my patience right now. Oh my God, what is going on? I've never had this many problems with the focus. Hold on, folks. On a leap year, from Elvis's birthday to Trump's birthday is either 158 or 159 days. Notice that the numbers are 15, 15, and 8 and 9. You see? 15, 15, 8, 9. Ohio. You see? You get it? You piece of trash. Stupid phone. You guys get it, right? I don't have to... It just got dark on me in here, that's all. I guess the lighting is... So you have the 15, 15, 8, and 9. Because the O's are 15. Anyway, folks, that's it. I can't take it. I gotta end the chat. Alright, folks. God bless all of you. I'll leave the video up. And I'm gonna erase the last 2 videos. So if you didn't watch those videos, too bad. Sorry. Okay, I can't have 100 videos of stuff and people who are new to the channel are not gonna grasp what I'm showing. You know, so I'm gonna take down the last 2 videos and I'll leave this one up, okay? You didn't miss nothing, don't worry. And whatever I showed in those 2 videos, I'll rehash it in the future. Alright, folks, pray for me and pray for, you know, everyone in the chat. And like I said, folks, I'm not feeling well, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm just warning you guys ahead of time here, trying to tell you something's going on. So pray for me. Alright? And alright, folks. End of video. Jesus is God. God bless everybody. End of video.